Forbidden knowledge, gods of the Bible, the Baal cycle. Throughout the Bible, there are many mentions of other gods that tempt and sway the children of Israel against the God of Israel. In this continuing series, Gods of the Bible, we will go over who these gods are, where these gods come from, and how these gods affect the Bible. Previously, we covered the Semitic god Gad, who the ancient Israelites worshipped during the time of Babylonian captivity. We discussed how Gad was the god of fortune, and how, unlike other gods, Gad was more like a spiritual being. We also discussed how the cult of Gad had a city at the basin of Mount Hermon, and how Mount Hermon was the place where the fallen sons of God stayed at according to the Book of Enoch. The Baal cycle. They have built the high places of Baal to burn their children in the fire as offerings to Baal, something I did not command, nor mention, nor did it enter my mind. Baal is one of the main adversaries to the God of Israel throughout the Bible. Baal, the Canaanite king of the earth, finds his origins in the land of Canaan. Baal worship in ancient Israel was in part caused by King Solomon, who built high places to other gods at the Mount of Olives. Baal belonged to the Canaanite pantheon of gods. The Canaanite gods are often the topic of discussion in the Gods of the Bible series, and Baal, as a central actor, due to his role as the Canaanite god of the earth, is no exception. The origin of Baal and his account of his ascension to the god of the earth is outlined in the Baal cycle. The gods in the Baal cycle play an important role throughout the Bible, and many of the gods that can be found in the Bible find their place in the Baal cycle. But what is the Baal cycle? The Baal cycle is the origins of the Canaanite god Baal. The Baal cycle is a series of tablets written in cuneiform script found in Urgut, which is in modern-day Syria. The clay tablets give the account of the mythic era of gods and their struggles for supremacy. The clay tablets that make up the Baal cycle can be dated to 1500 BC, but is believed to be much older due to the oral transmission of the Baal cycle. No sooner had Gideon died than the Israelites again prostituted themselves to the Baals. They set up Baal Bereth as their god. According to the Baal cycle, the origins of Baal begins as the son of El. Other historic sources have also placed Baal's father as Dagon, who was the son of El. Yam, the favorite son of El, and a sea god, was crowned king of the earth. Yam was a cruel tyrant that placed heavy burdens on the gods. Kindly El gave the kingship to Prince Yam. He gave the power to Judge Nahar. Fearsome Yam came to rule the gods with an iron fist. He caused them to labor and toil under his reign. Baal stands against Yam, but did not have the strength nor the power to defeat Yam on his own. The Baal cycle goes into the different battles between Yam and his servant Lotan and Baal. Every time Yam and Baal battle, Baal is defeated and has to run away. Baal is only saved from total defeat by the god Kothar Wal Cassis, who gifted Baal with the divine mace and lightning weapon. Baal was only able to subdue Yam after using his weapon twice. With the defeat of Yam, Baal and his supporters petitioned El to become the new king of the earth. Baal's fight with Yam concludes the first major part of the Baal cycle. However, those who have learned a bit about the original translation of the Bible might have recognized certain aspects and characters in the Baal cycle that are familiar to the stories of the Bible. The gods Yam, El, and Lotan should immediately cause pause to the biblical reader, and Baal's actions should strike a stark difference to the actions of the God of Israel. The god Yam can be found throughout the Bible. Yam shares a familiar meaning in the Bible. Yam means sea in Hebrew, and in the Bible, the God of Israel controls Yam without the need of borrowed power. Am I a sea, Yam, or the monsters of the deep that you put me under guard? You divided the sea, Yam, by your strength. You broke the heads of the dragons in the water. Baal could not defeat Yam with his own strength. and he would have been defeated by Yam if it were not for the help of borrowed strength, given to him through the means of magic weapons. Compared to the God of Israel, God did not need magic weapons, nor was he too weak to overcome the sea monsters. The servant of Yam, Lotan, is no exception. Lotan is thought to be the biblical Leviathan by biblical historians. Lotan is a sea serpent or dragon. In the Baal cycle, Baal is overwhelmed by the power of the sea monsters, and only with help is he able to overcome them. This is not the case for the God of Israel. In that day, the Lord will punish with his sword, this fierce, great, and powerful sword, Leviathan, the gliding serpent, Leviathan, the coiling serpent. He will slay the monsters of the sea, Yam. I, the Lord, watch over it. I water it continually. I guard it day and night so that no one may harm it. Yam and Lotan were the great adversaries to Baal, but to the God of Israel, Yam and Lotan exist by his pleasure. When God deems fit, he will slay the great sea dragons easily without the need of help. The last god mentioned in the Baal cycle is El. El is the supreme god of the Canaanite pantheon. El is not an unfamiliar term in Israel, since El is the generic meaning of God. As we say God today, so did the ancient people say El. However, El is a poor comparison to the God of Israel. In the Baal cycle, El could not stand up to the power of Yam. El did not care about his children's suffering, nor did El lift a finger when Yam tried to take El's wife for himself. El gave his power to Yam and supported Yam in his wicked actions against the other gods. Compared to the God of Israel, there is no comparison. O Lord God of hosts, who is strong, Lord, like unto thee, or to thy faithfulness found about thee? Thou rulest the raging of the sea, Yam. When the waves therein arise, thou stillest them. Thou hast broken Rahab in pieces as one that is slain. Thou hast scattered thine enemies with thy strong arm. If we take the words of Baal, Yam, and El as true, and if we take the actions of the Baal cycle as truth, then by their own words and their own actions, they are inferior to the God of Israel. There is an irreconcilable difference between the God of Israel and the gods of Canaan. They have built the high places of Baal to burn their children in the fire as offerings to Baal, something I did not command or mention, nor did it enter my mind. In the end, Baal offers nothing to his believers, but demands the blood of children. He does not offer an afterlife. He does not offer a place by his side, nor does any of the other Canaanite gods. This is in stark contrast to the God of Israel, who does offer his followers a place beside him. He does offer an afterlife. He claims to have created all things, a claim that by the words of the Canaanite gods do not make. Are people still worshiping Baal today? Are the followers of Baal still sacrificing children today? What is happening to the 460,000 children who go missing in the United States every year? Do people still sacrifice children at the altar of Baal? Let me know in the comment section below. And for more Supernatural History TV, like and subscribe.